today on the Resident Evil Soup game review show, we are recording another game created by Square. Only this time it was Square Enix, so it's a few years in the future. It's a game called The World Ends With You. The World Ends With You is a game for the Nintendo DS, and it is set in Shibuya, a real town in Japan. Now, I'm not going to really say much about the game's plot, because I hate spoilers. Do you hear me out there? I hate spoilers. Anyways, in the game, you obviously have to play through the game to get to the end of the game. Now, in the game, you have the option to play using both screens at the same time, which means using the touch screen and the D-pad to control the top screen. Now, as you're fighting with one character on the bottom screen, slashing or drawing shapes or whatever you have to do to attack with that character, you have to do combinations on the D-pad with the other character, which I personally find incredibly intuitive. Not intuitive, but newfangled, let's say. It actually adds depth and difficulty to the games, which most of these DS and Wii games have not. They've just been, draw a line, shake the remote, whatever. Bollocks. This game is good. It also has an interesting story with interesting characters, plot twists that you would not expect at all, and some quotes that I've taken away and added to my life. Maybe you'll do the same. Now, the game took me a good time to finish, which is obvious because it's a Square Enix game. They make RPGs which are bound to be taking long times. I am horrible with English at the moment, but who cares? Thought process, thought process, thought process, thought process. The game looks like an anime, which is new to me. You don't see many games that look like animes that are well done. I feel as if everything in the game was hand-drawn, every single animation. It's incredibly cool. It feels like I'm playing through a television show. Part of the game is, oddly enough, fashion. Obviously, I am no fashionista, but it's something that I got where if you're using armor or pins, which are what you attack with, that is fashionable in a certain area, you actually gain bonuses. Whereas if you're using something that's completely, unfashionable that you would never wear on the streets, then you take a huge hit to everything. It's like minus 25% defense, minus 50% attack, stuff like that. It's wicked. In all seriousness, as far as today's standards go, I'd give the game a good 97, because, in my honest opinion, it's a game with an incredibly deep story. It's worth playing through multiple times, and there's a ton of things to do once you've beaten the game. There's modes and stuff that you can play through afterwards. So, overall, The World Ends With You is a game that anybody with a DS should own, and anybody getting a DS should get. That is, if you like video games. This is Resident Evil Soup, who will be later coming at you with more.